Hello, everybody. Boy, this has been quite a day. So, we're home. We took James to the emergency room because he was still coughing so bad and having bad attacks of coughing, and so we took him to the emergency room because we was concerned that he might have pneumonia. Well, they did x-rays and they did blood tests and they did all kinds of stuff. He's doing fine. They put him on some antibiotic and steroids. And we came home, and I went to bed, and I just got up, and he went to bed. Well, he went to sleep in his chair, and he's still asleep. Well, I went to the bedroom, and when I woke up, I had 2 cats in bed with me. So this is me in my house coat and my red flower. So I decided I would talk to y'all a while because I didn't do a long video today. I did a little short telling that I was at Walgreens picking up his medication, which they put him on some more steroids and an antibiotic, a very good one. I've got the name of it somewhere, but it's a good one. I researched it. So this is how Grandma Lois looks when she's just sitting around in the living room with the cats and her husband napping in his chair, and I'm in my chair. And yesterday I had such fun telling about this Christmas we had up in the mountains, and then it wasn't so much fun after we moved to Indiana, and I realized there was no Santa Claus. I was devastated. But you know what? Life goes on. We get devastated all the time over one thing or the other. You know what you have to do? You just keep on keeping on. It's like when we went on the evangelistic field, me and number 1, and we said, how do we know that we are doing what we really should be doing? He said, just plod on, plod on. If you're in the Lord's will, it will work out. So things work out most of the time if you just relax. Say, Lord, you take care of it. I can't do a whole lot. There's so many things we can do nothing about that we just have to go through. And yesterday, I got a text about a friend of mine, Tammy, her name is, and she's about 50 years old, and her husband, who had kidney trouble and had been on dialysis for years, and then he'd been sick lately, but they had no idea he was going to pass away, 53 years old. So I went to the visitation last night when it was so dark out driving, and I said, because James wasn't feeling very well, so I went to the visitation by myself. I didn't stay for the funeral, but they had it late. Anymore, they have visitation and the funeral the same time. So I went to visitation, and there was Tammy and a few people, not many. She was talking on the phone with my niece, and he just passed away, right like that. He was gone. That happened about a week ago. And so they were having the visitation last night, and it was raining last night. And I tell you the truth, the Christmas lights were beautiful. I'm not going out looking for them anymore, though. But it was so pretty, but you could not hardly see where you was going. It was so black with the rain. And I said, I'm not driving at nighttime anymore. No way, Jose. So I'm making this one short, just letting you know what's going on. James doing better. I'm glad we took him and made sure that he did not have pneumonia, because we were concerned about pneumonia, because he got a type of pneumonia 3 or 4 years ago that nearly took his life. But his lungs were clear. If you know anything about it, you check your oxygen with that thing you put on your finger. But they checked it. They put him on the machine, and it was real good. It was 94, and that's good for COPD, they said. And, of course, his blood pressure was good, and they did blood work, and they ran all those tests while we were there. It's amazing what they can do. We have a wonderful hospital here where we live. And, of course, we hadn't been to no emergency room for years. Well, that 3 or 4 years ago when he went and they kept him, we thought he had COVID, and they asked him, had he been around anybody that had COVID? No, we haven't, unless, you pass him on the street or something, which we don't walk on the street, come think of it. Nope. So anyway, he didn't have anything like that. So we're thankful to the good Lord and all his many blessings today. And I tell you what, when I took that nap today, I went to the bedroom in the bed, and when I woke up, there was two cats. My little old Miss, I tell you what, I call her baby girl, Miss Princess, and there was that big yellow tomcat right there in the bed with me. I had no idea they'd come to bed with me. They make themselves at home, and Big Thomas just settled in. He says, it just seems like this is what he was looking for. And we're glad to have him here. But he's not going out of this house. So, God bless y'all. Walk that walk where Jesus would be pleased with you. And Lord willing, we'll do a good video tomorrow. Who knows? I'm just sharing my life with you, kiddos. Walk that walk. Bye-bye.